This is Retro Kimmer. I'm still here with Dave Wakeling of the English Beat. And Dave, I hear you got some new music coming out. You want to talk to me about that?
I do. We've done 17 new songs and they're all smashers. And people have picked out 6 or 7 and go, "Ooh, that's a hit." And then you say, "Really? What's a hit?" And they go, "Oh, well, I don't know anymore." But it would have been a hit, that would, wouldn't it? You know, so it means that there's some that are really immediate and people like. I think. I think we've got enough to make a smashing LP, but I don't know anybody who buys LPs.
There's a lot of people into vinyl now.
Well, that's about the only ones I know who buy LPs. You're right. So I'm thinking that we shall bring out some EPs starting this summer with 2 or 3 new songs, with 2 or 3 live tracks, or 2 or 3 acoustic tracks, or 2 or 3 remixes of the new songs. So there might be like 7 songs on an EP, and I'm just going to start bringing those out and sell them at our shows, and sell them
online.
Get somebody in to somebody to do that for us, I suppose.
Of course, you'll email me and let me know where they're going to be.
Of course. That's why I mentioned it, that I needed your email address.
Oh, it's on the card.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
I gotta mention my friend Mike, a big fan of yours, wrote into me and asked me to specifically request ranking full stop.
It'll be there for him, and if he notices me doing this,
it's for Mike.
It's for Mike. Yeah.
All right.
You want anything from the store, man?
No, I'm good, thank you, Ross. This is going around the world. This is, you know, it's our saxophone up there, but is it?
Is it?
Yeah.
How many people are going to be playing in your band tonight?
There's 7 on stage, and hopefully most of them will be playing. But you have to be careful on tour. If it's a long time, sometimes people will try and, you know, dial one in, phone it in, you know. Might catch them miming a bit. So I like to surprise them, come up behind when they're doing a backing vocal, and they're either singing or else they're...
I heard you're hard on the sax guys.
Yeah, you know, when you got to drive them, they don't understand they're the lead instrument, you see.
That's a hard one to play too.
It is. I never learned.
I tried the clarinet. That was hard enough. I wasn't brave enough for a sax.
I've heard that's a wonderful talent.
I don't have it.
Clarinet player. Really, I bet you do. If you'd have stuck with it, you'd have got it. We've got a nice song called "The Love You Give Lasts Forever."
Oh yeah.
That's a smasher. And it's a happy, happy song. Everybody claps along and sings. But in actual fact, it was me and my sister chatting about how it felt like our mom was still there 2 or 3 days after she'd died.
Oh.
But she still felt like she was there in the house. So we weren't talking about ectoplasm or, you know, grey spooky things. We'd seen some of that, but that was all over with, but it was something else. And we realised it was the love that we'd shared was immortal. That actually helped dry a couple of tears that day.
That's deep.
At the time. So now it's just a really happy tune, which is good. How Can You Stand There? That's about how could you stand there in the face of such enormity and just let it go on? Or how could you stand there and not dance to such an exhilarating beat, you know?
I'm going to change up your format any?
We do every night. There is no format, there's no set list. I just call them, or I just start them and the band joins in, depending on what I suppose it's what I feel like, but the way I sell it to myself is it's the way I'm feeling what the audience is after.
I've heard you take requests from the audience as well.
We do. Yeah, that's good fun, and it's a good challenge to see how much of it you know. We usually scramble our way through. Wayne's pretty good, he knows most everything, but he knows the special stuff. Madness Selector is just that way. So he can play it, and luckily the drummer Rhythm can play anything anyway. So
what's your drummer's name?
Rhythm.
That's his name? Rhythm?
That's his name.
Well, that's perfect. What's your bass player's name?
Wayne.
Wayne?
Yeah.
And the sax man?
Matt.
Awesome.
Yeah. Matt Morris.
Awesome.
It sounds like Morris, but you've been to Matt Morris.
I'm most excited to see him.
Benjamin. He's fantastic. You know, a new fellow, fairly new. He's the newest recruit, but he's the nicest saxophone tone that I've heard, and also liked saxa very much as he was starting to play, but also liked Louis Jordan and Sonny Rollins that saxa liked. So they have similar influences. and the tone seems to be like that. Saxophone, as you say, very difficult to play well. A lot of times people play it like a kazoo, I think, and it sounds a bit two-dimensional then. But the more it's played like a clarinet, funnily enough, the more poignant it becomes, and the more the embouchure is important, I think.
It really adds a lot, don't you think, to any song?
I think so. Sometimes saxo solos I'd be battering around looking to find the right words for a year, and he'd play the solo on it. I'd go, oh, that's it. That's what I meant. He could sum it up. Got a nice new one, but I don't think it'll be in the set tonight because I'm still teaching some of the guys how to play it. But it's a nice song anyway, called If Killing Worked, It Would Have Worked By Now. That's catchy. That's pretty self-explanatory what that one's about.
I want to hear that.
Yeah. We might have it like the Coke song, you know, have it like in all different languages. If killing worked, it would have worked by now. German, German, German. Killing worked, it would have worked by now. You could have Arabic and Israeli and all sorts of games for that one, I think. Yep.
Well, I'm looking very much forward to this tonight.
It should be a lovely show. It's been a little while since we played here, and I always liked it, and it sounded great before, and it seems to sound great at soundcheck again, so I think we're in good shape.
I tell you, I've been here before, and you're going to like this crowd.
And I like the photographs of the wrestlers at the back. Sultan the Magnificent.
Yeah, we're here.
The first thing I came back to look for was them.
Well, the Magic Bag, it's an old theater, very old theater. Used to be absolutely gorgeous.
Oh, did it?
Mm-hmm. And back in the day. And it's going to be sold out, standing room only.
So it'll feel gorgeous again.
It will be fun.
Yeah.
I guarantee you.
Time will stand still.
I promise you. You're going to have a blast. Oh, you're going to hold my card up?
Oh, is that you? I was just...
I'll have to zoom on the camera thing. Okay. See my email on that card? Just for a little plug, that red picture in the center is done by my daughter Leslie, who's 18 and is a graphic artist phenom.
Wow.
And I got to plug my kid. So.
I'm not going there.
No, God. I say the worst stuff.
What a gentleman.
I say the worst
you and she
stuff.
love her mum. Sorry, Leslie.
I'll have to nip that out of the film, won't I?
No, leave it in there, right?
We'll nick it right out.
Come on, Leslie.
Well, it was nice chatting with you.
Thank you, my darling. Very nice questions.
Thank you for your time. Thank you. I like yours.
Thank you for letting me out on your blogosphere.
I'll send it to you so you can see it. Okay? It'll be ready tomorrow.
Smash.
Okay? Perfect.